Hello. Good morning, Tushar. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir. Yes, sir, you're audible.
Perfect. How are you, Tushar?
I'm very fine, sir.
So, how is everyone in the family?
Perfectly fine, sir. Everyone is very happy and it's very cold in Delhi. So we are just
Okay, it's very cold in
fortunate.
Delhi. What the temperature over there?
Temperature right now, I think it's around 10 degrees.
Oh, okay. That's quite cold.
Like in the morning at the peak, very peak, it's 10 max minimum. Otherwise, it's around 15, 16.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So this is not a great time to visit Delhi.
Definitely. If you like cold, then visit even northern region. But Delhi, it's okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I've been there while I was working with EY. So yeah, yeah. I recall those days. It's very hard to even step out.
Yeah,
Perfect.
definitely.
So, how has been your journey after the exam results, Tushar? So, what's up? What's happening? क्या कर रहे हैं?
Sir, after like after coming from Hyderabad,
Hmm.
initially I was very nervous about my result. Like, what will happen? I was seriously searching what like if I can't clear say enter, what should I do with my life moving forward? I was very uncertain. I even went to a to say there's an institute Frankfin for cabin crew. I was like beggars can't be choosers. So I was like looking everywhere. What can I do? I
Hmm.
was so nervous. But then on the result day, I was like, okay, the hard work has paid off. So that was one of the best days.
Hmm.
Then with the very next day, Diwali was also there. So the festival was
Okay.
even
Reason
more
to
joyous.
celebrate. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Then suddenly, since the inter was clear, now immediately we need to prepare for the
Ex-
next part. And thankfully, my father is a CS, so he immediately told me the very next day only that if you don't register within one day, like I
Yes.
actually saw my one attempt will be deferred till November 27th. So I immediately got registered on that very same day,
Yeah. Hmm.
and my articleship got started. I initially registered with my father's firm only because it was difficult to look immediately for a next firm, but
That makes sense.
fortunately,
Hmm.
fortunately, I got the chance to work in EY, so I'm right now in EY. So
So,
yeah,
it's a dream come true, Tushar. Like,
yeah,
perfectly.
definitely you can say that. Sir.
Which office of EY? Where exactly are you working?
Gurgaon sector 44.
Okay, it's not the one in.
It's not Aerocity.
Yeah, it's not Aerocity. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's a new building. It's completely of EY only. They
okay,
have built it from scratch. So yeah, it's their proper office.
okay. Perfect, perfect. So, how's work life?
Sir, like it has been merely a week only I have joined EY. So, but yeah, I can actually see what teachers and you guys tell us that okay, even if we are having lunch or anything, we can see ourselves surrounded with very big shots. Whether it be a partner or
Mm,
even if someone is at a consultant or manager level also,
mm.
but the things they are doing, you can't take them lightly because everyone is putting their all. So
Yes,
it's
yes.
very encouraging also, and it's very like we
Mm,
can feel that we are not alone in this. There are many people who are going through the same thing, so that motivates us.
absolutely. And the best part is, if you have followed the recent news, EY, he's making the highest revenue among all the big
Seven,
four.
yeah, 15,000 crores. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Because while I was working with EY way back in 2016, so they had a very clear-cut vision. And also, I specifically love the work culture because if you look at the other big fours, they are
yeah.
US-based companies. EY is a UK-based. It's the only big four which is UK-based. The rest
Okay,
three
wait,
are
okay.
US. So
Mhm.
that's something different about it. So largely when you start interacting and once in a while, you'll also get to work with the international division. So when you meet
Okay,
from
that's nice.
different countries and partners from different countries, we stay for a couple of years, you'll definitely get an opportunity to do that. So that's a great place to start your career, Tushar. I'm very happy to find one more central connect which connects us.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So, as I said yesterday,
Sir, your
Tushar,
video is lagging.
is it? Hello? Is it mine or yours, Tushar? Hello?
to understand.
Tushar, am I audible?
Okay. Now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
thought okay, your video got stuck. Okay, okay, understood.
No, again gone. Again gone.
Is it better, Tushar, or should we connect over a phone? Is it working now?
It's working. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a Wi-Fi issue. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to,
Again gone.
okay,
Recording in progress.
so Tushar, is it better?
Yes, sir. The audio is echoing a little, but yeah.
Now it is okay.
No, it is still echoing.
Just. Probably this should have been sorted.
Yes, sir. It's
So,
perfectly clear. Yeah.
okay. The reason why I wanted to talk to you today is we have our ongoing CA inter exams starting from tomorrow. So basically, these kids have prepared well, but again, just before the exam, it's better to give them a boost. So,
Definitely.
from someone who has scored a near double century, it's always
Guidance or guidance, just because of guidance.
that I can't agree to the statement, Tushar, because the level of hard work, the work ethic, you had a Big Four work ethic much before you joined Big Four. You should
That
go and
is
tell one of your partners that I'm already prepared for this kind of lifestyle, or even better.
that is true, sir. But the thing is that only that I was doing hard work earlier also, but without a proper direction, it's useless.
Yes,
So the
yes,
direction is
yes,
important.
yes, yes. And also, the same will happen at EY also because you might work very hard individually, but in a place like that, you have the right direction. And the best part is you have the right reference points. People who are hardworking, you can't
Definitely.
even call hard work. It's always working. So without any, so work becomes life there. And once you build your body like that, once you see, for 3 months, you had a very, very rigorous routine, 2.5 months. Now, 2.5 years, you'll have very rigorous work life. These 3 years together, now starting with HLS, where it concludes with your final journey, your body and mind are fine tuned to a different level. Then you're open. And then probably post qualification, if you're interested in working with someone like Goldman Sachs, that's it. You're one upgrade. Now, one upgrade could be an MBA and ISB, or if not, one international thing.
Yeah,
At 30
definitely.
years, you'll be in the top 1%. I'm
Hmm,
talking,
hmm.
talking about the top 1% in the world. So that is the path which you can foresee. That is a path which you should foresee. So this, if you kind of do this, and then you can think of having a secondary career. Like if you have a reasonable, I would say once you get to $1 million by 40, if you save that much or something like that, then you can think of a second career also. So that is what I wish and pray for you, Tushar.
Definitely.
So right now, and also yes, what was your dad's reaction on the day of the result?
Sir,
Hmm.
I clearly remember now when I initially cleared CA
Hmm.
Foundation, my
Hmm.
father was
Hmm.
like, uh, CA
Hmm.
Foundation is easy, anyone can clear. It will be something when you clear CA Enter. So I was like, now there's something. So I was quite happy on that day, and my father, same way, like because many people say, nah, and it's true that CA is not an individual journey, it's a journey of a whole family. So yeah,
Yes.
everyone was happy. My mother is like, don't keep thinking like you'll not pass, just keep thinking you'll pass, you'll pass, you'll pass. So that also helped definitely, and everyone was too happy. Like each and everywhere, my mother was like, I'm sponsoring this, I'm sponsoring that. So yeah, definitely that was one of the
That's nice. That's nice. That's a lot of, and how's the reaction of your friends and near and dear? Especially, I just wanna look at this. Yeah, the double century. I think 3-4 marks would have been a fantastic thing. So yeah, so this one specifically about the mark sheet. What are the comments on this mark sheet?
I think another mark sheet just got opened,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. I'll just go ahead. Yes.
Sir, my biggest astonishment was last 70 marks one, because that was the paper I was most unsure about. I was like, I don't know if I would be even able to pass.
Hmm.
I got maximum marks in that. So that is unbelievable. And like seriously, it took me some time to absorb that okay, I have got an exemption in all the three. I was like, okay, I'm passed. That's it. No more thinking. But then I saw it again, then I was like, okay, exemption in all three papers. That is something else. I was seriously not at one point I was like in costing, no, not a chance that even I can pass. But 60 marks, I think ICA is very lenient sometimes in checking. So yeah, it was definitely I was but the thing is, sir, like this time, even though I was not confident, internally I was like, I have given my all. Let's see what will happen. I was like, it was not like I was depending on luck. I was like, okay, I have done something this time.
Mhm.
Let's see what the result will be. So yeah, it was a different kind of experience, not this usual kind like, okay, we are getting our fingers crossed.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So Tushar, what was before we dig into the subjects? What was different about this attempt when you were going ahead and approaching the exams and all? Overall, how was this attempt different from any other attempt?
So this attempt differed like in this attempt at one day before exam or even a month before exam. I knew what areas I was weak in. I knew what I needed to do in those particular days so that I can cover most of the part. Like because I had given mock also, I knew what was in the past papers and what I could expect, and that came also. So this time a proper strategy was formed not only in my mind but on a sheet also. So I was able to concentrate on that part only.
Mhm.
It was not in a haphazard manner. So that was that helped me to like focus on what was needed to be done instead of worrying that oh my god, this is not done, this is not done, this is not done. Because I knew okay, I have covered this, so don't take tension about that part. Concentrate on this part right now. And then when this part is complete, okay, then it's time for that. And in the last 1 week or 2 weeks, it was more like earlier I was very afraid that oh my god, how can I do like a proper, like hour by hour schedule. It's too difficult for me. It's not possible. But then, literally, one day before exam, I was like, even half an hour or minute by minute also that, okay, I need to complete this quickly, quickly, quickly. Otherwise, I won't be able to cope up. So, that was also very something new I tried, but yeah, it was very effective. But that was only possible because I had multiple revisions earlier time. Otherwise, it
Yes,
would have not been possible.
wonderful. So multiple revisions is a key.
Definitely, it helped me because
Perfect.
I was able to like
Mm.
go through whole of the audit book once before the exam. So that was
Mm.
something not even once. If I
Mm.
consider my notes, then twice. So yeah, that was quite unbelievable still, but yeah, I will try to implement same in final.
Perfect. So I guess the notes is still helpful, Tushar. Like
Mm,
even when you go,
definitely, sir. Before my interview with EY, I looked at my notes only. I was like, I
yes.
can't look at my books, but I looked at my notes, and it went well. So yeah,
So this will become your lifetime asset.
definitely.
Perfect. So, Tushar, I just want to understand from you what specifically helped in each of the subjects so that, the kids who are preparing now, it will be helpful. So, this is exactly the quick context of the call. So,
Hmm.
what I'm doing is I'm currently sharing the screen now and I'll be parallelly jotting down the points which you share. Okay. So, is the screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I think this is the before after scenario based on one of the mark sheets which I received. Okay. Now let's look at three things in each scenario. Yes, Tushar. So to begin with, what actually worked for costing?
If I elaborate on costing,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, sir, when I initially started doing costing,
Mm,
then first of all, I rigorously did all the past year questions. At least once I did all the past year questions
mm,
so that I would not be surprised by any element which comes in the exam because I have done everything which has ICI has issued or any teacher has recommended. So past
mm.
11 attempts, I have done that at least
First,
once.
we started with the past year questions. Mm,
Mhm. When we do our first time costing or revision or
mm,
anything. So
mm,
second thing, the the second revision which I did, I
mm.
like along with the past year questions, what I did was make like what to say formula sheets so that when I'm revising, not
Mm,
only past year questions but formula sheet
mm.
because we past year questions takes too much time. Formula sheets
Right.
is like quick.
Very fast. Good.
Yeah.
Mm,
Then third of all, out of those past year questions, like if
mm.
there are 100, I need 10 questions of each chapter with which I can 100% say that okay, I have revised everything in that chapter. And those 10 questions of each and every chapter I needed to do before the exam.
That's it. Mm. Comprehensive
So
questions and from each chapter. Mm.
each chapter
That's it.
and yeah,
Mm,
and like that I did without seeing any answers before the exams. And then
mm, mm,
before going to the exams, I again revised what questions I was having problem in and
mm.
again looked at the revision the formula sheet. Last thing, which you recommended, that MTP, RTP, out of these like 10 questions from each chapter, that will take max to max half a day because you have already seen those through many times.
Mm.
If not half day, maybe till evening. But then after that, if not sitting for 3 hours, because we have already did that in mock and all, but do the MTP and RTP of last two attempts at least. That will make it like 8 papers.
Yes. Perfect.
So that was very crucial because actually questions came from that.
Yes. So for costing largely MTP, RTP. Now, one day before the exam, Tushar, this is crucial. So one day before the exam, what worked? What are the two, three things which worked for you?
In the morning, one day before exam,
Mm,
I did the whole costing book because
okay.
I have already done that book. So examples which were already done by me easily, I just go brush through them, and the questions which I was having problem in, I did those by hand. So
Mm,
the whole book was done. Then
mm,
I like for a break, I what
mm,
I did was I opened
mm,
the like I had a printout of MTP and RTP in my hand, and I was just
mm,
doing side notes that okay, I know this question, and I did some little working and answer. And if I
mm,
don't know anything, in the last I saw the answer that okay, this is how it needed to be done. So by
mm,
that way, I was able to do MTP and RTP as well because
mm.
MTP was already done. So I was just revising. RTP I did properly. And
Perfect.
what else that those 10 questions that took my whole day. But
Mm,
yeah, with that, I was able to have a confident outlook that okay, I have done everything. Now I can go to exam.
wonderful. And finally, inside the examination hall, what worked the best? Kar?
Inside the sir, one advice which Tejana gave me
Mm,
after I did each question, I just slashed it across. Like because
mm.
at end moment when I was seeing through that which question needed to be done, which I have left, it was too much of it took too much time to see that this number is crossed or not. If the whole question is crossed, it gave me confidence. Okay, this page done, this page done, this page done. That was the key
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm.
Crossing the whole question with a
Hmm.
pencil, of course, but yeah, crossing the whole question, then
Hmm.
keeping a word that okay, this much time has passed for this question. Move on,
Hmm.
move on.
Hmm.
No time, no time. Just keep doing, keep doing. And thirdly, sir,
Hmm.
even if the time is less, don't concentrate on time. Concentrate on what is in front of you. Just try to do that as fast as possible. Because sometimes
Yes.
we get too much worried that okay, much so much less time is left, but no, just see what you can get in those less time also. So that is the what that was.
So quickly, this is the formula for getting 60. Finishing up past year questions, going through the formula sheets, the top questions which you marked earlier, and also the doubts which you saw. And while uh, going to the examination hall, making sure you revise everything at once. And also
Definitely.
the special emphasis on the problems which you already had problems with. So
Mm.
inside the examination hall, sticking to the timeline, but having said that, without rushing or having a sense of urgency, focusing on one problem at a time and moving on. Right? These are the things which has good to share. So now moving on to the super complex subject or the toughest subject for most of the group two students, audit. Now, these people would be keen to know 66. Now, 60 in costing is one thing, 66 in audit is another thing. This is of a different level altogether. Yes. So, what worked in audit?
Sir, what worked for me for audit was like first of all, initially when I was doing audit, I never actually properly saw that how the questions were asked and what was the expectation of the examiner that what answer
Mm,
needed to be written.
mm,
So when I analyzed that with you and Tejanna, then I got to know that okay, for this particular keyword, this answer is required.
mm,
Earlier I was just like if I say in Hindi, मतलब अंधेरे में तीर चला रहा था कि हाँ if this answer is correct, this question for this, maybe this answer is correct, maybe this answer is correct. But no, that is not how it works. So
mm,
for you need to search for a keyword in the question, and then
mm.
for that particular keyword, you need to write that particular answer. So
Yes.
that was the like I can seriously say that that was the main crucial point for which I was able to score at least 66 marks in audit. Otherwise, it would be impossible. Seriously impossible. That was the most important point for me. Second of all, multiple revision, no doubt about that, because I was able to go through it 3 to 4 times audit book. My
Mm.
writing practice because I did notes now, so because of that I had writing practice. So for audit, yeah,
I think we have to have a special mention of this kind of writing practice because that's of a God level effort. I wish I can show that because that day when in Rainbow when we had a discussion about audit, that's when I realized what might happen. I think I just wanna have a quick look if I can find it. I think we did one video, Natasha, about audit specifically.
yes, sir, you did one. I do remember that. It was at the
Because
balcony.
that day, yeah, in the balcony, yes, yes, yes. Let me find it. Mhm. I think you almost wrote everything you studied, Natasha, for audit.
Ah,
Each and
definitely.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. Because if I can't remember anything, I write. Because at that time I was too tense to think about anything else. So if I was tense, I write. Nothing else.
Perfect. I think is this the one day before the exam? This is one of the videos. Okay, this is about the previous. Yes. Okay, so I think we have way too many videos.
Yes, that's all right.
Yo, this is one of the videos. I think this is
Uh,
uh,
After
what
completing all
went.
the exams.
Yeah, yeah. So this is in the exam center. Yes, I think people should watch this. Whoever is watching this video. So this also, I think, yeah.
I was so happy I can't stop laughing at that time. Yes, finally it's over. Yeah.
So all that effort and all. Now I'm liking it as I watch it.
Seriously, sir, at that time I was like, finally, like because that time everything came to a conclusion, no? So
Mm,
obviously that was
mm.
like a pressure relief from my mind.
Yes, yes. And you are the only one you had to rush. Rest of them we went out. You
Yeah,
had a train
definitely.
and you had to
That
rush.
was also another thrill. You can't do anything.
So Shreya in the background, she also got an exemption in FMS.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
one,
Nice, nice.
yeah. So this is the video, and I think there's another video which we did for Audit. Yes.
Hmm.
So moving on to how we ended up scoring, I would say 66 in Audit. I just continue. Okay. What actually worked in the examination hall, Tushar,
For,
for
while
Audit?
in initial 10 minutes,
Hmm.
I actually, like when I was reading the question, I circled the keyword. Okay, focus on
Hmm.
that. Because otherwise, sometimes, even if we know the right answer, but when we see the question again for the second
Hmm.
time while
Hmm.
doing the question, we
Hmm.
forget that this is the keyword and we write something else. So
Hmm.
that keyword underlining was very helpful. Again, the
Hmm.
same that crossing the whole question, and then like keep an open mind that where have you studied this concept and hold the book, because
Good one. Hmm. Hmm.
sometimes we might think that this is like exact copy paste from that answer, but that is not the case because the
Yes.
context
Yes.
of the question
Yes.
is something else.
Hmm.
I seriously, because there was one question of scope of audit, but
Hmm.
it was not actually asking for scope of audit.
Go
It was
Audit.
asking what is
Yes.
not included in that.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
I
Hmm.
realized that later on, but as soon as
Hmm.
I realized, I continued my answer because I have already written scope of audit. So I wrote the whole
Right.
points of what is not in the scope. So that is why it is important to keep your mind open.
Hmm.
Just don't
Hmm.
like, okay, we know the answer, that's it. Keep the mind open because there are many things. And then also, like, even if the time is less, don't leave any MCQs. Sometimes we know think that we don't know the MCQ. Let's not circle that. That is a stupid mistake.
Stupid move. Yeah. Yeah. So in approaching MCQ, what worked for increasing the accuracy? What worked for MCQs?
First of all, eliminating out the obvious wrong choices. Like, okay, that is
Hmm.
not gonna be the answer. So let's cut that out. Don't think
Hmm.
on that. And then
Hmm.
the left options, just think which is the most appropriate for the given case scenario.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And
Perfect.
again, searching for the keyword in that also. That is also helpful. Because keyword is everything in audit. Seriously,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Without
Yes.
keyword, you
Yes.
can't do audit.
Yes. So, and finally, I think before I move on, I just want to understand what did you do for case scenario MCQs in costing? This is one more question most of the students would always have. So, case scenarios in costing, they find it difficult, especially if it's from marginal costing.
I do case scenario in costing. First of all, what I did was like I just went through the questions for that what was asked in the question. Then when I read the comprehensive uh, part, then I was able to concentrate that okay, this information is relevant, this is irrelevant. Because
Mm,
actually I did MCQ in the last 9 costing. That's why I had a little less time. So that's why I
mm,
did
mm,
approach it this way because reading the whole comprehension twice takes time.
mm,
So I first of all read the whole all the questions that okay, what is asked mainly the question, and then when I read the comprehension, I was able to eliminate okay, this is relevant information, this is irrelevant information, and then I only
mm.
concentrated on relevant information.
So, which is
So then,
faster to solve?
definitely it proved for me to be
Mm,
a little fast. Then definitely the right way of approaching is reading, then seeing the question, and then going through the comprehension once again. But
mm.
I had a time crunch, so I did this way.
Perfect. So, basically, we have, I think here the score has doubled. Here also, it's nearly doubled. And this time, 3x. So, when you talk about 17 FMSM, yeah. So,
It is.
so
Yeah.
again, now this is a fantastic score in any subject, Tushar. 70 is not an easy thing. So, yes. So, what do you think went exceptionally well for you? What do you think went right for you in this particular paper?
In SM, sir, again, the same
Hmm.
thing for audit, like keywords.
Hmm. Hmm.
Even though my preparation was the least for SM,
Hmm. Hmm.
because like for me, I thought it was a pure theory paper, even though audit was also a theory paper, but I thought that what to say, SM is more like mugging up. So
Mm,
just before revision exam, you can say I watched like flowchart of the whole SM. It was
mm,
only about 1.5 to 2 hours, 3 to 4 times. Like
mm,
while I was bathing,
mm,
while
mm,
I
mm,
was
mm,
eating, I just listened to that flowchart
mm,
so
mm,
that
mm, mm,
I can just keep that flowchart in my mind that okay, in this chapter these all things are there. So
mm, mm,
even if
mm.
my preparation was less, I was like, okay, I should not leave any question blank. So with the help of that flowchart, I was at least able to write something for each and every question.
Perfect.
It,
Mm,
so that way it helped me even to grasp 1 mark from at least one question if I was not able to write it fully. That was a very good main thing for SM. Then
mm,
for FM, sir, the same approach for costing that I
mm,
did all the questions very rigorously, matlab, like very religiously. I did all the questions initially. Then before the exams, those 10 main important questions for each chapter and
mm,
MCQ are also like seriously the same approach for costing.
mm, mm,
So
mm.
you can say that all the efforts in audit and costing combined in
Combined together.
FMSM. So
Yes,
that's why
yes,
it
yes.
got a little more boosted.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now I think things are clear. In terms of the exam, because audit is non-arithmetic, costing is arithmetic. FM has both arithmetic and non-arithmetic components, right? So in terms of the context switching in exam, what worked the best for you?
I initially again timing, I logged my time for okay first time attempting. I remember I first attempted SM. I
Hmm,
circled the not even
hmm,
circled. I saw
hmm,
the questions. I wrote the key pointers beside the question that okay this
hmm,
is the answer, so that
hmm,
when I write it I will be very fast
hmm,
because I had even less time in FMSM now because both are
hmm,
there. So I wrote
hmm,
the key pointers. I
hmm,
completed the SM part, and I
hmm.
think SM part I completed before starting of the exam only. So
Right. Hmm,
that helped me because I was able to complete SM even more
hmm,
faster when I was writing.
hmm,
SM as soon as I completed, I moved to
hmm.
FM very like manually, not
So,
MCQs. Huh.
acha, before you started SM NCQ, you started FM.
I started no. Acha, sorry. I did SM theory because I was in that SM mood na that time. So
Yes, yes,
SM
that's right.
I wrote
Hmm,
and then
hmm.
MCQ and then FM theory.
So you finished the whole of SM.
SM, yeah,
Hmm.
100% whole.
So it could be before 1.5 hour, right? So you would have got more
Easily,
time. Hmm,
very
hmm,
easily.
hmm. Save
I
time
think
for FM.
maybe 1 hour
Hmm,
only because I was
hmm.
like I needed more time for FM because I
FM.
think too much
Hmm,
for FM. So I maybe 1 hour 15 minutes. Then after
hmm,
completing SM, I moved to
hmm,
FM theory.
hmm.
Initially, first few questions I was having a little trouble, but again, take a deep breath. Don't think, just move on or do what you know, and that
Hmm.
time constant. That okay, even if I don't know the answer, for this much time, I'm thinking and writing whatever I know, and then moving on to the next question. Don't think what has gone, just concentrate on what is ahead. I did that, and then, like in FM MCQ part, FM theory was easy because
Hmm,
those were modules question,
hmm,
the question part. So that's why I had confidence that okay, this is answer easy, and main thing, properly making notes because I was like, what can examiner expect? Let's give him all. I made
hmm,
each and
hmm.
every kind of note, even if it is nonsensical.
Understood.
Let's see
Hmm,
how
hmm, hmm,
he can detect my marks.
hmm,
So
hmm,
that
hmm,
way,
hmm, hmm.
because I had little time, I was pretty
No,
confident. So I made it.
explain this. What do you mean by note making in the exam?
No, not making. Like in a question, we need notes, na like working
Okay,
notes.
working notes. I understood that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. Working notes for each question. Yeah, yeah. So you give
Uh,
more information than required since you had
I
time.
gave everything. Like, what can you even expect more?
Mm,
Like
fantastic.
what is
Now
not
this
even
makes
given in
sense.
module, I did working
Mm.
note of that also. That let's see what how can you detect my
Yes,
marks.
yes,
I didn't
yes, yes.
didn't want to take any chances. Like okay, he can detect my marks,
Hmm,
but okay, I
hmm.
gave him everything.
So
Then,
you okay.
uh,
Go ahead, please, please.
then and when I was doing MCQ, like MCQs were too easy for FM. Like
Hmm,
they have given almost everything, even though the information was too much. But if you have done the MCQs now, because MCQs was like a normal question, but with half of the workings done already.
hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
it becomes very easy if you know what you are doing. So
Yes.
because a table was already made, I just extended it a little, and then very easily I was able to do all the questions. Because when I was initially doing those, like I was following the same approach as costing now. So in
Mm,
costing, when I was doing all the uh, past year paper questions, not
mm,
necessarily I was jotting down every question. Most
mm.
of the questions I was doing on calculator only. So
Yes.
because of that, it not only helped me revise all the concepts, but it also helped me build up speed for MCQs also.
Mm, mm, mm.
So that was also an
Understandable.
important part. I was when I was revising past year question in my first revision, then I not did not do all the questions on by writing. I did maximum on calculator, and which were important. Did those by writing because I needed to have a good presentation in the exam also, no? So I
Mm,
did those in writing. And yeah, because of that, I was actually able to see in FM that because I was doing those questions on calculator, my speed was like very high. I was able
mm.
to do very quickly FM MCQs, and yeah, FM MCQs were too easy. I thought they were, and yeah, that's why I guess I scored 70.
Wonderful. And so this summarizes the journey from 90 to 196, and especially 2.5x, 3x in FMSM. So
Yeah,
your hard work is encapsulated here, Tushar, and I think this will be utilized across the next 2.5 years. What you did for 2.5 months in HLS will be utilized for the next 2.5 years, and that will continue for the next 2.5 decades. So that is exactly how I'm looking at. And
yeah.
Tushar, to finally summarize your journey at HLS, what are the two, three things I would say which were extremely helpful as a whole, now beyond the score, beyond the techniques, in terms of mindset, in terms of your routine and everything, for somebody to understand what happens at residential mentorship here. So for someone who
Mhm.
is watching us, probably someone from Delhi who is interested to join HLS, what do you think has been extremely helpful for you?
Sir, since I joined CA after COVID time,
Hmm.
so
Hmm. Hmm.
and I'm a science background student.
Hmm.
So I had a challenge that I didn't have any friends whom with I can, like share my
Work
journey
with.
with.
Hmm.
Yeah, work
Hmm.
with. So
Hmm.
at HLS,
Hmm.
that was a major point that okay, everyone around me is working hard.
Hmm.
Let's give it all. Let's give it our all. So peers definitely helped me a lot.
Hmm.
Secondly, since I had nothing else to do, like our main goal is to study. At home,
Hmm.
we have
Hmm.
10 more things to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that helped
Hmm.
because I did not have anything else in my mind besides studying. That okay,
Hmm.
main purpose, sole purpose is to study right
Yes.
now, right
Yes.
here.
Yes. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that also helped.
Hmm.
And then at the end of the day, because I was giving it my all, so that gave like it was a very difficult thing that I'm doing nothing besides study, but that also relieved me that okay, I am giving it my all.
Hmm.
So no one can complain then okay,
Hmm.
you should do more because I can't. I did max to max what I could do. So HLS, and obviously with having a mentor at your side 24/7,
Hmm.
that like if you have a question, you can discuss it with your friends or you can ask your mentor.
Hmm.
So that also helped, definitely, no doubt about that. Because like specifically with my mentor Tejanna, he had more confidence than me in me my like
Yourself.
he was
Yes.
more confident in me than me myself. He was
Hmm.
like, "You'll get good marks in all the paper, no doubt about it." He sometimes said to me, "If you stop studying even now, you will pass all the papers." He was that much confident. I was not at all confident at any point of time, but because
Right.
of his confidence, I was able to, push through this challenge. So that definitely helped me a lot because I was able to build a little more self-confidence in myself. So yeah, that definitely helped. And yeah, yes.
So one is because of the peer group, you're able to, prepare with more dedication. Then, since you had to study without doing any other thing, so it helped you to have hyper focus and a great study routine. And all of these things together made it your best ever attempt in terms of effort, and obviously the results will follow. And mentor access and availability 24/7 was helpful. So this is what you experienced. So the final question of the day, Tushar, if you have to give 3 reasons for somebody to join, now what are the 3 reasons from their perspective? If you are looking at, yeah, so what are the 3 reasons why somebody should consider this?
HLS. Sir, first of all, many times, like when we feel
Mm,
hopeless in life, it's a
mm,
ray of hope that, okay,
mm, mm.
let's like sometimes, like at home, there are many things, but what to say, like, there is one, like, there's a detox center for drug addicts, na? You can say it's a rehabilitation center to refocus our mind.
Okay, okay. Detox center to refocus. Fantastic. Mm,
So that you can say that, okay, yeah,
mm,
because we are doing nothing, just studying,
mm.
because everything else is taken care by you guys. So
Wonderful.
we
Mm,
just need to focus on studying.
mm,
Second, you can say that, like, again, along the same line, that we get to meet many people.
mm,
So from each and every type of community, and we see that everyone is going through different phases of life. You're not the only
mm,
one who
mm.
are struggling.
Same journey with different struggles. Mm.
Yeah, with different struggles, definitely.
So that kind of tells you that you're not the only one who has all the struggles.
Definitely,
Wonderful.
definitely. Third
Mm.
reason, sir, you can say that it is preparing you for your future, because I can see now that my corporate life is not going to be very different from how it was in HLS. So yeah, it is
Mm,
preparing me for my future, that okay, this much hard work is expected of you when you go
mm,
in your future.
mm,
So
mm.
helps us to understand what is the importance of planning, not in the
Planning.
in your exam,
Mm,
but in your life as well.
mm. Importance of strategy and planning
Mhm.
in life.
Definitely. So I
Perfect.
was finally able to have a feel that, okay, what my father used to say, that
Mm.
plan your each and every day, and possible each
Yes.
and every hour.
Yes.
You can see the
Yes.
result, what will happen if you do that.
Mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
that was
Wonderful.
definitely something
Wonderful.
which I.
Wonderful. So this is a story of Tushar. So very well captured and exceptionally articulated, like your answers. So I think this will be a, I'll say, great guide for people who are struggling with repeated attempts, Tushar. And I think, as we discussed earlier, it's only the starting point. A lot more to achieve, a lot more to do. I'm sure we'll catch up sometime very soon, and we'll take this forward from here. And I wish you all the very best. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to tell you that what you did was incredible, because coming from a different state, adapting to a new culture, and I think this is the first time moving out of home. So it's not just about the studies, even the internal battles you had. And also, see, there are people who complain and use it as an excuse. But what is different about you is, when you had problems, you never used your problems as excuses. That's why I respect you so much. So we had this discussions multiple times, but there is not even a single point. Yes, this is a problem. You always used to find a way out of it. You always used to find a, alternate path to the objective, because problems are there. Okay, if this path is not working, let me do it this way. So that is what is the quality of a go-getter, because we'll always find obstacles, we'll always find challenges in the path. So once you are like this, once again, I'm saying this in a simple manner. Once you fix the objective, Tushar, the path would not matter. The end objective, once it is sorted, if not X, it's Y. If not Y, it's Z. So for a big four partner, if they have to observe you, this is what they'll look at. Okay, when a task is given, the client is not giving you information, or the given information is not of the highest quality, or somebody is showing resistance, or one of the team members is not working with you. So there are n number of things which will stop you from doing what you're supposed to do. But once you have this ability and once you have this quality, people find you extremely responsible and reliable. Once people find you responsible and reliable, they will take you to places automatically. So this is a fantastic quality which you have achieved at a very young age, and convey my warm regards to your father. It would not have been possible without him.
Definitely,
Obviously, he's the
definitely.
one who
Not
got us
possible.
connected to Tushar. So all the very best, and I thank on behalf of all the students for sharing this wonderful insights. I love them because you are very precise and to the point. And any closing message to the students who are writing this attempt in the next 24 hours?
Don't worry. You have given your all. Everything will be fine. That is the main thing, sir. Because if we have given our all, then we don't need to worry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a nice message. So, Tushar, we'll cross paths again. Okay.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you and have a
Definitely.
great day and a great year ahead. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskaram.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your guidance, sir. Thanks a lot,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.